Hello everyone, it's Debbie Ryan from stampyourjourney.com. Here's all my contact information. Take a screenshot, copy it down, take a picture. I'd love to have you visit me, email me, say hello, visit my blog, share it, like it all you like. I'd like to hear your comments. It'd be great to hear from you. So today, what I thought I would show you is I made this card, very simple card, simple stamping, made it from the negatives in this month's paper pumpkin. So want to show you how I did this. Very, very easy. So I took a piece of cardstock. I used the thick white. Make sure I have them in the thing. This is the negative from the Christmas trees that were in our paper pumpkin, right on my score line and right at the bottom. I just lined that up pretty straight. The bottom's a little curved, so it's not going to hit the bottom. And then I took my shaded spruce ink. I have a quarter sponge. Cut those up. Don't use a whole sponge. You want them to go as far as they can. Get everything you can for your dime. Put this down. The only thing I did was right here at the top, I made sure I didn't go past that. I kind of made a top of my tree there. I didn't need that circle. And I'm just kind of, I'm wiping away from where the these papers would lift, just because I don't want to bend them. I don't want to accidentally get ink underneath them. So very quick. Oh, you can see where I just lifted that one. I'm not worried about even ink because evergreens don't have the same amount of green everywhere in them. Just making sure I'm getting into all of my corners so I can see my lines. See how fast that was? It was a great sponging technique. Take that negative away. Look at that beautiful image it leaves you. The next image that I used was from the reindeer in the kit, and I put these to the right side of my card. Made sure, I want to be very careful that I don't get this, make sure the reindeer covers that whole line. So you want to watch right here where his antlers are and the side of his body. And then I did bring him down so he's just about at the bottom. He is going to overlap your tree a little. That's okay. And what I did here was I took my early espresso ink and again another quarter sponge. Put a little ink on there. You need to be a little more gentle with the reindeer, only because there's this very loose piece that divides his legs and around his antlers. So I'm just gently, and I'm pushing away from there so I don't lift up that by mistake. Just a little more ink, doing his antlers carefully, trying not to lift up that silver at all, because I want to keep using it as a stencil and I want to make sure I keep it intact. There, that's working great. And putting in some nice color around him. And again, I'm not worried about the differences in him, the color, the difference in the amount of color. I am making it a little darker in his legs only because I want to cover up where that tree showed. Make sure you leave this down. But again, like an evergreen, the rest of him is not all one even color. There. You can get a few uses out of each reindeer that you have. Once you start bending up the things, you might want to go with another. There, that left a beautiful image, just like that. The next thing I wanted to do is I liked this sentiment in the Merry Christmas to All, this one down the corner, may the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. So it is a photopolymer stamp. So I'm going to use my piercing mat, give me a good crisp image. I'm using my real red ink. So I've only used 3 colors of ink. Inking that up really well. Nice even coat of ink. I'm going to put it down and kind of curve it the way the letters go around the top of my tree. See if I can get this straight. handmade cards, so they shouldn't expect it to be straight all the time. I'm very forgiving of myself. That came out pretty good. So we have that. Don't need my mat anymore. Then I would just, with my bone folder, give a really good crisp fold. Look at how simple and beautiful that card was. One thing that you might want to add, if you want another layer, if you don't want this to be a simple layer, is I really like these holiday rhinestone gems that we have. There's a lot of colors. I'm hoping you can see them all. Have a nice little glitter, so you may want to put a few on your tree. It would be a really great Christmas card. I think would be beautiful to give to someone. So I see I've made a couple of them. Again, just using the negatives from my paper pumpkin. I made all the tags and turned some of the tags into cards that we had, but I wanted to do a little bit more. So these are my symbol stamping straight out of my paper pumpkin. And again, if you have any questions or you'd like to know any more about me, check out my blog, check out my email. If you go to my blog, I would love it if you would comment, like it. Stampin'Up.com is my online store. If you need any of these supplies, I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, stampyourjourney@email.com. Again, it's Debbie Ryan at stampyourjourney.com. Thanks for watching today.